Hi, folks. Welcome back to Pop Off Fizzle. I'm Jeff.
I'm Heidi.
And we are back with Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We are so glad that you're back with us as well. Last week, there was a trout in the milk.
Gross.
You said that every single time
But
that
it's just gross. Yeah, no, just thinking about it, it's just gross. But
I don't have it in front of me anymore, but I did look up that that's a real saying.
I believe it.
And I looked up what it referred to.
I believe it's a real saying, but it's still really gross. Somebody had to look for that, or they had a grandparent.
It had to do something with farmers washing their pails in the creek or in the river or something, and then milking into the same pail. It had something to do with that.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know.
Somebody had a grandparent who said it, obviously.
Right. Somebody on the writing staff had somebody in their life that said that. My microphone did something weird there for a second. Anyway, we are...
I was going to say, I've been loving the titles, though, even if they are gross.
Sure. So we presume that we're going to still be in the 70s this week, and picking up roughly where we left off, which was basically our whole crew was taken by Hydra / S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
Although we did kill one of the big bads. Freddy was dead. Dead Freddy. Drop Dead Fred. He was done by the end.
Fred?
I don't know. He was not too sexy for his shirt.
It had a big hole with the blood around it.
Right. So he was dead, thanks to Deke, and so we know that they have Mac's parents. That's the big worry.
Yeah.
We also know that something is really strange is happening with Simmons.
Yeah. So
that Enoch seems to know about.
So with Simmons, with May, with Yo-Yo, with Daisy, all of our girls
Everybody's
are acting
acting
weird.
a little bit strange.
They're acting weird.
But as far as Simmons goes, I do appreciate, we got comments on the latest episode that we uploaded in A Trout in the Milk, and we had speculated, could Simmons be a Chronicom? And one of our viewers, thank you, I don't have your name in front of me or I'd give you a shout out, but one of our viewers pointed out, well, she can't be a Chronicom because she didn't go down when the EMP happened,
right. And
back in the 50s, and when May touched her, she felt things.
She caught
and
her
she
emotions.
didn't from Coulson.
No.
So we clearly know that something else is going on with her. Very curious about that.
Yeah. Hoping to find out more.
Yeah, so I'm hoping this episode has some answers for us, and then we'll probably get another time hop. I'm hoping for the 90s. I'm hoping, late 80s would be fine too. Slide into the 80s with a little bit of Debbie Gibson or something like that.
But we went from 73 to 76 in our 70s episodes. And so we've been jumping about every 24 to 26 years.
Right.
So I'm going to bet that we're going to hit the late 90s. Sorry.
Okay, it's fine. I remember them. I was present.
Me too.
I was aware.
I was there. Unlike many people that I work with.
This is we're doing several of these back to back, so we're a little tired and stretched thin at the moment. But we're excited to see this episode.
Yeah,
I've been
absolutely.
waiting all week for this,
Yeah.
and
avoiding spoilers. I've been trying to avoid spoilers.
That's
too.
the difficult thing. Now, if you've been watching along with us and you're like, man, they always post last week's episode when the new episode's coming out, so they're like a week behind. It's because she has a crazy schedule.
I do.
And I have to wait for her. I'm not going to watch this show without my beloved next to me. So we are, on her schedule, and we do this when we can, and then I get them edited as quickly as I can. With my children pulling at me constantly to get me away from the computer. So
do that sort of thing.
So we do the best we can, and we thank you for being involved and watching along with us. I will say, however, I mentioned last week, there's a little bit of competition going on between viewers of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and DC Universe's Stargirl, not out in the general world, but in our channel. Those numbers, those view numbers keep like moving back and forth. And I got to say, and I hate to say it because I'm an old school Marvel guy, DC Universe Stargirl, the people watching that show are killing it with views on those videos. So if you are a fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and you want to show it to those DC Universe Stargirl people, not that we encourage that sort of competition, but if you do, then be sure and share this video with friends that are into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So that we can get those numbers up. We'd appreciate that.
Definitely do that. Give us a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, we love it when you do that, and we love it when you comment also. So be sure and do that down below once you're done with this episode with us. For now, we're just going to jump right in. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
friends blew up my rocket on the 4th of July.
You didn't want that thing to reach orbit, General. You would have found that out the hard way.
Because time-traveling robots would have turned their deadly lasers upon the Earth.
More or less, yeah.
You. This was destined for a celebratory barbecue chastity. That's not your real name.
No.
Patrick Warburton's always a win.
I'm not an HR liaison.
I think he got that from the bag of explosives.
We need to get moving. You got a 20 on Daisy and Sousa.
I checked every camera feed in the lighthouse. No sign of them.
Can't be out my strongest fighter.
Oh.
Stay put. I want every scanner on the
Harsh.
ship.
But I know the lighthouse. Your parents could be
Running out of time. There's no debate on this. I blew up the one reason those Chronicoms had to keep them alive. I need to get in there now.
There's another reason. It's a trap.
I don't have a choice.
Which is why I'm coming with you. And there's no debate on that.
Lighthouse anti-aircraft batteries have locked onto the bogey, sir.
I haven't ordered that yet.
The missiles have begun their arming sequence.
He hasn't ordered that either.
The system is running on its own.
Anything computerized has been hijacked.
Agent, do not fire on that ship until I tell you to. Go downstairs and rip out the mainframe if you have to.
You're too late.
Sir, missiles are away.
Drugs. I haven't been this messed up since the field hospital.
I want to hear that story when I can remember it.
Everything I want is right here, flowing through your vein.
This isn't the super serum, this is genetics.
Yeah, but I'm rich. Yeah, cuts down some barriers. Plus, Hydra families keep in touch. I mean, Dr. Reinhardt has some very helpful tips.
You mean Daniel Whitehall? I will crush you.
Yes. Do it.
Enjoy your time in prison.
Easy, Kojak. Try to hold ourselves to a professional demeanor.
Sorry, sir. Ford requested you down in the basement in person, sir.
Okay.
There's something wrong with that agent.
Uh-huh.
I know. You'd think someone named Stoner would be a little more fun.
No. The woman. I felt nothing.
Ooh.
What is that? What was that? And just guessing, how's it gonna kill us?
When the drive jumps, it takes the Zephyr with it due to a network of cables that encompass the ship.
It carries the current from the drive to the shielding around the Zephyr.
Without the shielding intact, only parts of the ship would jump away, and what remains would be pulverized.
That's a problem.
A Xandarian snail in a liquefactor.
Why do you sound so calm about that?
And we could jump at any moment, so we need to fix this immediately. Should I know how to fix this? Why can't I remember how to fix it?
Don't worry, Gemma Simmons. It will be all right.
Why are you hugging me?
Whoa,
Easy.
What are you doing, man?
Sorry. Sorry, sir. Ma'am. Just got carried away.
Who are you?
This is Agent Rodriguez. She's my girlfriend.
I don't think these strangers care about that director.
Right.
Gilmore. You can call
Macklemore.
me Elena. And
Not like them. I may not be what I used to be, but I'm not one of them.
But she was. So we need to warn
And I
them
don't
before-
appreciate this attitude from you.
I don't have attitude.
That's my point.
Not having attitude is my attitude?
Yes. I don't know what's going on inside you, but you're smart. You're smart enough to know that it's not simple for me, and I would turn to you for
what?
I don't know, for
validation.
maybe Melinda, something.
Oh, breaking
I
out the
died.
Melinda.
And I came back. I didn't ask for that.
You never die. You always come back. You know how many times I've mourned you? I'm not doing it again.
They're mimicking me, adapting.
Are we done sharing now?
Yep.
On the train, he said they adapt. They saw me and realized they could steal personalities. What if they're doing that? What if they have a method of taking our memories, our identities, and uploading them into Chronicom bodies?
Oh, jeez, May.
Mm-hmm.
May's playing hardball.
Yep. Thank you. Can we? Yeah. We've saved you.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you had to learn about it this way, General. They mentioned bringing more Chronicoms up. I'm going to see where they're coming from.
Seuss is going to want to get his hands on that guy.
Yep.
Hey, you wanted to hear my story, right?
Aw.
Right, well, it was, foggy. I can't really remember the hit, but I came to and my leg was a pulpy mess. And I was completely alone. And then Mike Stevens showed up. But that day, he just kept talking to me. Carried me back from the line. Hey, wake up, okay? Stay awake, okay? He just kept telling me, we are going home. And at some point I was in a field stretcher and Mike wasn't. So consider my yapping as a way of passing on the favor. We are going home, Agent Johnson. You hear me? We're going home. Plenty of fight left in you after all.
Oh, come on, Deke. Don't do something stupid.
What? That's not how those work. Come on.
Nana, wake up. Something happened. Enoch's a traitor. Are you okay?
Take. What have you done?
Hey.
Bad time.
Oh.
Here, take this. Yo, stay here. Keep working the door.
Where are you going?
And make sure they don't come anywhere near you guys.
Will Daisy survive?
86%.
That's my girl.
Aw.
I would argue that you're wrong about 3 things, if you don't mind.
Please.
First, the difference is sacrifice. Yeah, time is limited. Which means sacrifice comes at a real cost. And we will never give up.
You said I was wrong about 3 things. What's the third?
Me. You see, I haven't feared death for a long time.
Is that so?
Yeah. The fact is, dying, it's kind of my superpower.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, Enoch, I'm sorry about...
Such judgment.
We're so dire.
And?
And...
That's the grandma look.
You are a valued member of our family.
That is the greatest compliment one could be paid. Apology accepted.
I don't know if anyone said this yet, but... Thank you for saving us.
Uh-oh.
You're welcome.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Come on, May. Come on.
It's just a scratch, right?
He didn't know. Oh, wait, he knew. Oh.
Oh.
Yep.
Don't do it, Mac.
Ugh. Bye.
Man.
Yeah.
Last chance if you...
Nah.
I'm where I need to be.
Aw.
You know, if he couldn't end up with Peggy, I'm okay if he ends up with Quake.
I'm not seeing that.
The Zephyr's leaving. Both of you get back now.
Oh, no.
Deteriorating. About to jump.
Oh.
Uh-oh. All right, that was it for episode 6 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Wow.
Honey, thoughts?
Who's in charge after the director? Because Coulson's not there.
Right. Mac's not there.
Mac's not there.
Daisy's in a healing chamber.
Yeah.
May's not herself.
Nope.
Jim is not herself.
Nope. Yo-Yo's
Deke's
not herself.
kind of a tool.
Oh, Deke's not there either.
He's not there either, yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I'm going to vote Enoch then.
Okay. Well, this might be, a cue for a fun buddy comedy with Zeke and Mac.
You mean Deke?
Zeke, Deke, and Mac.
Meek and Dak. Dak and Meek.
Meek and Korg?
No, that's a whole other thing.
But yeah, we might get a buddy comedy of them like waiting out the Zephyr to come back.
Yeah, well, it's
Although
interesting.
They're not very comedic at this time.
It's interesting that we didn't find out when they are.
Nope.
Or when they were jumping to.
Nope.
So, I mean, it could be that they just jump ahead like 3 months.
Yeah, because, I mean, so the last time they did a short jump, it was 3 years. So I'm hoping that we've got this, like, 2 years or less sort of jump that happened, hopefully. But, like, then why did the Chronicoms jump there? And then why did they jump ahead? And then where are they? When are they?
What if they only jumped ahead like a month, and then they like jump ahead again there at the end, and they jumped like, into the 80s, into like Captain Marvel time, and Mac's taking to calling himself Nick.
No, I don't think so.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. So really interesting. I am so sorry for Mac finding out. Like that totally took me off guard. I was expecting that maybe they got switched like right then, like somewhere while they were in the possibly in the lighthouse, but nope.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't know when exactly. He just said for some time.
For some time. So I'm going to assume that it was at least before they were trapped in the lighthouse.
Well, it may have been before they made that 3-year jump.
Yeah.
This show has always been good with having stakes.
Yes.
Steak sounds good. No, this show's always been good with having stakes where, you can't count on somebody to survive.
Nope.
And bad things happen all the time.
All the time.
So, and we've seen our own crew go through a lot of that. Mac's already been through a lot, honestly.
He has, so much.
What a blow. And, when May realized that his dad was a Chronicom, I thought maybe it was just the dad.
Yeah.
And maybe the dad was just pretending to be. And so my brain was instantly going, okay, so can he take them somewhere else?
Yeah.
And if his dad is not active, if he's just like, is that the dad he always grew up with? And I was like, no, that wouldn't work because they're not like sleeper agents. He's active. So
like for half a second I was like, oh, he didn't know, but yeah, he totally knew.
So we didn't get anything about whether Phil would be replaced or whether he's healing or anything like that. So no clues as to how that's going to go. We now know the answer to why Gemma's been acting weird.
Okay, so we've got one answer.
We got one answer because she's got a little creepy crawly in there pinching a nerve to keep her from remembering stuff or whatever that thing was doing.
Diana. Why are we naming it Diana? It's just weird.
Yeah, but
maybe it stands for something.
Yeah, and we get a little more of, she and Fitz considering Enoch to be family, which is sweet.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I don't have a lot of good things to say about Deke in this episode. However, I don't dislike him as a character. I've enjoyed him, but the parts of him that I enjoy the most are his interactions with Fitz and Simmons, and so his interaction with Simmons in this episode I thought was good too.
Yeah.
I love him thinking of her as Nana, even though she's not there yet.
Yeah.
I love just sort of their relationship that way, and his relationship with Fitz too when he's on.
See, I enjoy Deke when he actually shows how smart he is. Like he seems like the doofy guy who doesn't know much and doesn't do much, but he's actually really brilliant. Just for having grown up in the time that he was, like bringing it back to this time, he understands a lot of concepts that would be brand new to a lot of people.
And
here.
we may get to see some growth out of him for being stuck with Mac for a bit.
Yeah. No buddy comedy though, I don't think.
Probably not.
Darn
However, I Mac is a character that when he first started on this show, he came on with Lucy Lawless and
yeah,
and with Hunter and Bobby and all of that. And we came to know him and love him really early on. Like, he was the standout of all those characters. I mean, Lucy Lawless only made it the one episode. But he was the standout as far as being the solid go-to guy.
Yeah.
With a dislike of robots. But, every bit of his character and his arc through this series I've enjoyed. I love the character a lot. And so seeing him in, pain is not fun, and him having to deal with the change that makes to the world that he remembers.
Yeah.
And that there's no going back to that world.
No.
For him. So I assume now, because of, if we keep Endgame in mind, I assume that they're on a different timeline now. They're split off from everything. I'm curious if there's a way to fix it.
Well, the thing is, my theory is that they somehow were on a different branch, and they're going to come together with the Endgame branch.
Maybe.
That's the only reason, the only way we can actually say that why we haven't seen interaction from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and actual Marvel Cinematic Universe.
As if they got splintered off at some point?
They were a different timeline altogether, and now they're going to join up.
But we know they weren't a different timeline because they know who the Avengers are and stuff.
Well, they started the same one, and they branched around, like the whole Tree of Life thing. This Sybil was talking about, different branch, same fruit.
Yggdrasil?
Something like that.
The Tree of Life?
Sure.
I don't know. I'm very curious, though, how they're going to proceed from this point.
Yeah, because
obviously that's the point, leaving us with a big cliffhanger.
Yeah, big because we know Enoch can just hang out, sadly, but he'll hang out. We know that Coulson, it's theoretical, but possible that he could reconstruct himself or figure out how to do better.
And they've made it clear that they can't go back, that it takes more energy to go back in time.
Yeah. So this is definitely still heading forward. So interesting to see it. Don't know where they are. Want to know more. But going to have to wait.
Right.
Darn it.
But man, this show, I've loved it since the start, and I still love it.
So good.
Every episode. So I'm very glad that you guys joined us to watch this episode. If you want to see the full reaction, you can do that by clicking the Patreon link down below. If you want to support the channel in any other way, we have a podcast available. You can check that out if you'd like. We actually just recorded a podcast yesterday where we talked about some of our fan interactions and some of the nerdy stuff that we get up to when we're not doing this kind of thing.
Yep.
And had a great time talking with you doing that. And so definitely check out the podcast and the link down below. And our merch store is down there. We don't do this for a living. We're not making a lot of money at this, but or any money at this.
I was going to say a lot of no.
Yeah,
we are making
we're spending money doing this. But yeah, if you'd like to see the channel continue and help us out in any of those ways, that would be spectacular. But if nothing else, you can help us by hitting that thumbs up.
Yes.
And considering subscribing to the channel. We love every single one of you that joins. We just hit a milestone today of 230.
Whoa.
And I know that sounds like nothing to you. It's a lot to us because we just do this for fun.
Yeah,
so we're celebrating 230 today. We'd love to see it hit 500 before the end of the year.
Oh, that would be awesome.
So I don't know. Help us out with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll be back next week for another episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We hope you'll join us then. Until next time.
Bye.